What up, though, y'all? It's Chris. Appreciate you connecting with me. While I'm leaving the dang on gym, testing back was killer. And you know what? The gym was dead. Let me show y'all something. For as many cars as in the lot, there was like hardly anybody in there. I don't know why so many vehicles parked out here, but they ain't in the gym, wherever the hell they are. So I don't know. I've never been here and the lot was full like this and there was hardly anybody inside. But I guess there's a first time for everything. Let me get into the topic at hand though, which is guys being regretful that they trusted their homies around a girl. Now this is one that I have a lot of knowledge on because I've been there. Man, listen, the thing is this. You gotta be very careful about who you allow around your chick. Really. Some of these dudes that you think is your homies, they not. They ops. They are snakes waiting to snake you. These dudes be coming around, they hang out with you and your chick, and they be sitting up eyeing her up, waiting on something to happen with y'all for them to slide into her inbox. You know, I've seen situations where the dude and his chick, they had a bit of a falling out and a bit of a disagreement, and the friend was acting as a mediator between the two, trying to quote unquote smooth things over between the two of them. But that's just the front. What the dude is really doing while trying to pose as a mediator, he's trying to feel the chick out to see how likely she is to come back to his homie, and if possibly she will move on, and if she will move on, will she try doing anything with him? Now the thing is that the homie in most cases ain't even trying to be with her. So it's not like you a bad guy to her and he gonna slide in and treat her better than you. No, he just trying to smash her. He been checking out your chick, she look good to him. He been seeing y'all together. Things that you be saying positive about her. You might have mentioned, you know, how crazy she is in the sack or whatever. And dude want to try to find out for himself. I done seen this happen a bunch of times, man. We talk about how females do this to each other. We don't talk enough, not nearly enough, about how dudes do this to each other. The brotherhood stuff, I feel that, I love that, but there's limits on that shit. A lot of these homies, you can trust this dude with your life, all right? Y'all could be against the world. That mofo will stand back to back with you and fight the world. And that same dude will turn around and be trying to bang your chick behind your back. Like, real talk. I'm telling y'all, I've seen it. I've experienced it. I had a homie who went behind my back and got with one of my exes. You know, she ended up leaving him, you know, years later or whatever. But bottom line is, he went to one of my exes. He got with her. I found out about it. I ain't mess with him no more. She ended up dumping him. So now he didn't have me as a friend or her as a girlfriend. He ended up with nobody. I guess he thought that it was worth putting our friendship in jeopardy. And this was a guy that I treated like a brother, okay? This is a guy that he really ain't had no friends. I kept up with this guy over the years. He had nobody. I for real treated this dude like a brother. And my reward for that was him snaking me. You know, there are some things that have happened in my life that they kind of made me evolve. You know, something will happen, not trauma, but it just is like, dog, damn, that really sucked. I know better next time. And that was one of them things. This was somebody that, to be quite honest, and this just shows you how naive I was, I thought him incapable of doing the sort of snake stuff that he did. And now after that, I know better. I know, hey, it don't matter who it is, you gotta kind of... There are a couple guys that I know in my life who I don't believe will ever snake me like that, but man, those types are rare, for real. And the thing is that I've been the type of friend to people that I thought they were to me. There's been so many of my homies that their girlfriend was trying to see what was up with me, and I curved all of them. Like, really, I curved all of them. I could have hooked up with a chick, and I didn't. So here I am thinking that they're giving me the same type of loyalty that I'm giving them, and you really can't do that, man. I had to learn. You can't expect you out of other people. So you gotta move accordingly. But man, if you got a chick and you notice her and your homie, they like kind of quote unquote play around like they siblings. If they seemingly always like got something to say to each other, like always wisecracking and this and that. Man, there's something more there. I'm telling y'all, man. A chick that's with you and only with you, has no affiliation with your friends whatsoever, more often than not, they don't communicate all that much. Even when y'all are around each other, they don't really, he don't really say much to her, she don't really say much to him. And the reason why that is because I only know you through him. That's how they both feel. So they're not going to be rude and nasty toward each other, but they only know each other through you. That's where it begins and ends. So when you start seeing, we friends and all that sort of stuff, man, no. I'm telling y'all. So listen, take it from me, man. Somebody that has had the opportunity to do this to friends and chose not to, and somebody that has been the friend. Now, as far as I know, I could be wrong. As far as I know, none of my girlfriends, while I'm with them, have hooked up with a homie, as far as I know. But I am telling y'all of a particular time where after we was together, dude went seeking her out. And he kept it secret from me. And the thing was, to make matters worse, he was going to her, like, reporting my business. We had broke up. I really didn't want her to know anything about what was going on with me currently. He called me up. And this just shows you how far the deception go with the snake stuff. He would call me up, we'd kick it and stuff. He'd ask me different questions about my life. How's this going? How's your son? How's real estate? All that, just all of that stuff. Then he would hang out with me and he would go telling her whatever I told him. So despite knowing I didn't want her to have any information on me, this man, completely unbeknownst to me, was going and running, giving her a report of basically everything I was sharing with him. So yeah, be careful, man, out there. Like, when it comes to homies and friends, I recommend you keep them homies, them friends away from your chick, man. Some of y'all are gonna be like, oh, my homie will never do that, this and that. If that's the case, I'm happy for you. I truly hope what you believe is accurate. But some of you out there inevitably are going to have that same opinion about your homies, and it's not true. Some of you know it's not true, and you turn a blind eye to it. And I think knowing that your homie has the ability to snake you and just kind of being in denial about it is worse than being ignorant about it. Because if you don't know, you don't know. But if you done seen your homie got the capacity to do that because you've seen him do it to other people and you think he ain't going to do it to you, that's just not intelligent. And if you see little things going between the two of them, like flirting and stuff that just kind of ain't right, it's kind of weird, and you choosing to ignore that too, that's not that intelligent, man. So just telling y'all, don't become part of that group that's leaving all these TikTok videos and stuff I seen telling stories about how they regret leaving they homie alone with they chick and all that sort of stuff. Don't become one of them, man. Know who you got around you, accept that they are who they are, and move accordingly. When people show you who they are, believe them, man. Don't be like, oh no, he wouldn't do that to me, because that's how you end up getting burned. I'll believe it there, though. I'll let y'all soon. Peace.